Darth Vader in Fortnite is actually happening, and we have all the intel about what that'll look like in today's video, so stay tuned for when we reveal that. But on top of that, of course, with the season literally being around 20% complete already, with us knowing how the map is going to progress now leading even into Chapter 3 Season 3 after the live event occurs, which has now been confirmed, which we're also going to be covering, and despite the storyline about to kick into overdrive because of this one, it's not the only live event we're going to be seeing this season, of which will all be broken down in today's video, alongside a ton of relevant or new information about free rewards you can get right now, and even further collaborations that Epic Games are going to be going forth and doing in the future. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss a second of this video today, so with that said, sit back, relax, grab your favourite snacks, stick around and watch the full video as we even have Chapter 3 Season 3 leaks, yes, already. And whilst you're doing that, please take 2 seconds out of your day the next time you log into Fortnite, or even right now, to enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop. Entering this code not only puts a giant smile on my face, but also cheers up my pug Gus, as he's been kinda sad about the fact he knows 70% of you watching right now are not subscribed. So if you hit the big red button right now, you will help us on our final push to 2.5 million subs, as we've just reached 2.4 million right now, so get clicking. After all, this only benefits you too, considering I give different subscribers every single day who are simply, yes, subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment their Epic Games ID down below and potentially what they'd like to receive. So yeah, that could be you gifted in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the very next video on the channel. But with that said, now enough messing around, we've got a ton of crazy intel to go over today, including the reveal of the Darth Vader skin and even his introduction cutscene, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Okay, so to start things out, we have some free rewards, and who doesn't like free rewards, right? Coming from Firemonkey, who states, Fortnite Zero Build Trials, play Zero Build for in-game rewards. The Fortnite Zero Build Trials start now and end on April 10. In terms of how we participate, all the instructions are on screen right now that I'm going to be reading out. Each day until April 10th, you'll have the opportunity to complete a new challenge presented on the website. The first challenge is now available, and after that it basically goes on to say each day that another challenge releases, considering it's been ongoing for a day now, you can earn the associated in-game reward by completing said daily challenge, all of which are on screen right now. You may have missed a few, but obviously from looking at the image of all the free rewards, the main thing here, right, is the glider. Despite Epic Games also on the final day, April 10th, allowing us one last time to get everything out of all the spray rewards anyways that are scheduled, as you can see, for each day in a row up until the 10th. In addition to each daily challenge, each day will present a stretch goal. If you complete the stretch goal for any one day, you'll earn the boosted Ground Surfer glider, being, well, the glider itself. Of course, April 10th could be a very quick way to get all 5 free rewards that you're seeing in reward screen form on screen right now, which could be your account from doing everything. And whilst we're on the topic of free rewards, but pivoting into the live events that we're going to be seeing, yes, considering there's going to be multiple this season and it's been confirmed, Firemonkey stated this about an upcoming Coachella X Fortnite collab. Supposedly there will be one male skin, one female skin with 2 variants, and a rap. But then even further followed up to this tweet by replying, stating also the unreleased Sonic Smile emote, added last update, uses the Coachella codename Cactus, which relates to the skin from one of the old Epic Games surveys, of which are all the unreleased skins on screen right now in terms of them surveys themselves. And then the third tweet in this thread, follow up anyways, another skin taken from the surveys themselves, if you didn't already spot this one, is this skin right here, which could be the female skin potentially, he states, in the Coachella collaboration, which most importantly that we haven't mentioned yet could feature a ton of artists, of which we know as of recently to be something that Epic Games are largely considering or trying to negotiate. First and foremost is Fortnite x Billie Eilish. This has literally been talked about or rumoured in the community since before the start of Chapter 3. Until now though, or specifically March 22nd when Donald Mustard tweeted the following, nothing has been really confirmed or kinda teasing us in that direction by official news sources. But then of course, as you've been able to see on screen, Donald Mustard tweeted out this picture, when we fall asleep where do we go, not only showing a picture of him and his daughter at a Billie Eilish concert, as we can determine from the follow-up tweet, but when we fall asleep where do we go is obviously one of the names of Billie Eilish's studio albums. Speaking of this follow-up tweet too, despite him praising both Billie Eilish and another artist, he actually mentions that this is his daughter's first concert, with emphasis on the word first, perhaps even meaning the first Billie Eilish concert, meaning Billie Eilish is coming to Fortnite in Coachella concert form, alongside potentially another artist that Epic Games we know have been negotiating with recently, Juice WRLD's manager, to get Juice WRLD in Fortnite. For those that don't know Juice WRLD's manager, this guy right here in the clip, obviously it's not playing, but he's called Pete, and he actually said in this clip that's around a minute long that he had a meeting with Epic Games, of course, to try and get Juice WRLD in Fortnite itself. I'm really convinced they could have come to some sort of agreement, considering, like Pete says in the video, everybody who plays Fortnite literally loves Juice, and to be honest, doesn't everybody love Juice WRLD and his music? Obviously, rest in peace his soul. And despite some concepts of a potential Juice WRLD skin made by Trimix in the background right now and some emotes performed by said skin, what would you like to see? Either Juice WRLD be included with Billie Eilish as a part of this Coachella concert, or have separate concerts like the Ariana Grande Rift Tour occur for them individually in-game. Speaking of live events, but specifically storyline related or how the map's going to be changing, as you guys know in the 20.10 update, or may not know anyways, I'm going to show it on screen. All of the stages for the Imagined Order being beaten back by us, the Resistance, being the 7, and well, the Fortnite community, have been shown, and as you can see, eventually in stage 6, they'll be pushed back all the way to their base of operations primarily set up on the map being Command Cavern. In the process of this happening, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the leaks across social media and in previous videos even before 20.10 release to do with the major map changes that are going to be occurring, with blimps crashing into several areas such as not only rocky reels potentially, tilted towers, and also the outskirts of the Daily Bugle, also teased in this loading screen. And speaking of the Daily Bugle and live events, of course, if we land there right now, there's a mini wave live event which is going to be taking place not only here but over several other areas of the island eventually as days or stages of these map changes progress. Honestly, these are a nice fresh change to Fortnite in its normal gameplay flow, as you can not only get a ton of loot, but the 7 members, once you defeat these IO waves, will dance on this other faction. And of course, with us knowing the 7 are going to be prevailing at the end of this season, does it mean our first live event since the start of Chapter 3 is going to be happening? Well, this may be likely, as Egyptian Leak has stated the following. Live event used the plugin of the live event special event gameplay plugin was removed completely from the files. It's one of two things: the plugin won't be used anytime soon, so they decided to remove it, or maybe they removed it to update it before a new live event, maybe even in the near future. With Epic Games typically following suit of what happened in the prior chapter but in a different way sort of, as they didn't have a live event in Chapter 2 Season 1 but did in Chapter 2 Season 2, we can definitely expect not only a live event this season but perhaps even one of the best of this chapter if we correlate the greatness of the device live event in Chapter 2 Season 2 to this. Despite us being in Stage 2 of the war between the Imagined Order and the 7, of course in the 20.10 update when it went live, we were meant to be seeing jetpacks not only available on the blimps, which currently aren't in-game, but also the 7 tanks, which the 7 have actually taken command of from the Imagined Order and repainted to look like this, of which you're seeing in the gameplay in the background in an early showcase. And the craziness of vehicles hasn't just stopped there, considering we got the battle bus from these funding stations and decided how quick they came to Fortnite from, well, teaming up as a community as a whole. And with Epic Games seeing the result of the battle bus one, they're deciding to do it again, I'm guessing because it was successful, with the 7 chopper, which will soon be able to be funded on these funding stations, not like what we currently see with two things against each other being the Mark 7 assault rifle and the combat AR. And fun fact about the jetpacks too, when they do return, despite us getting not only an early gameplay kind of feel for it in the toy box mode, which obviously the code is for on screen right now that you can see, you can not only use a ton of unreleased stuff on here, but specifically the jetpacks themselves have actually been buffed themselves, so when we're flying around and actually aiming onto a target, obviously trying to shoot, we will not keep flying up in the air, instead remain at that exact height and be able to float around. Also, some more breaking news before we discuss Darth Vader, show off the skin, what it'll look like in-game, and everything to do with the trailer itself. Another collaboration that's going to be happening that Epic Games have actually decided to do as of now, with the release of a brand new Star Wars game, or Lego Star Wars game itself, obviously making Darth Vader even more relevant, is Lego X Fortnite. Lego and Epic Games, according to Hypex, are entering a long-term partnership to shape the future of the metaverse to make it safe and fun for children and families to build an immersive, creatively inspiring and engaging digital experience for kids of all ages to play together or enjoy together. Again, it's no coincidence Epic Games have just done this, considering the success that the Lego game's going to be seeing anyways as it's just released. Of course, from taking a closer look at the promotional images for the game itself, as you can see, Darth Vader is on the front of most of them, being a main character throughout the entirety of the Star Wars franchise, and because of that, of course, Epic Games seem to have recognised that too, and perhaps even have already created not only a Darth Vader skin but a cinematic introduction trailer for him, as this was revealed in the official Unreal Engine Livestream a few days ago according to Sheena. Darth Vader might be coming to Fortnite in Season 3. A folder called C3S3, standing for Chapter 2 Season 3, _Vader was spotted in the official Unreal Engine Livestream. And with Epic Games not only teaming up with Lego at a time where they've brung out a Lego Star Wars game, and also on top of the fact that Donald Mustard was teasing Fortnite X Star Wars just before the release of this season on his Instagram, with him now tweeting out again about Star Wars or teasing even furthermore collaborations to happen. From this image, obviously, that looks like pixel art of Chewbacca and C-3PO, is this foreshadowing that we could even see a Star Wars based themed entire season, kind of like we did for Marvel in Chapter 2 Season 4 but in Chapter 3 Season 3? If this is the case, that will of course mean, like Doctor Strange this season, Darth Vader will most likely be the level 100 skin throughout the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass. And as for gameplay of what that might look like early, as you can see, CDNR managed to pull the skin or model into Fortnite in the locker, and not only that, but gameplay gameplay form on the old Chapter 2 island. If he's in the Battle Pass, of course he'll be showcased throughout the Battle Pass trailer itself, but if not, it wouldn't surprise me if he got his own introduction trailer, kinda like Boba Fett, and many other skins that have come to Fortnite that aren't even from other franchises, perhaps even just Icon Series skins. To see that trailer as soon as it releases and get notified of it, as I'll be re-uploading it to this YouTube channel, subscribe with all notifications turned on, and leave a like in today's video if you enjoyed and want to keep referring back to any of the intel. But as for other videos right now, or your next destination, make sure to interact with anything on screen, I don't mind, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you, yes you the individual still watching, I can see you, but hopefully in that very next video I post on the channel.